career that we're just like so honoured to, you know, have done. And not only that, but to also be playing other like so many great festivals like Download, Slam Dunk, and all in the same year. And, you know, we've sort of got to pinch ourselves, I think, a little bit.
Pretty mental. I mean, YouTube videos do not do it justice.
Oh,
they
no
really
way.
don't. Being on that stage was mental. It was so good.
So sick. And, like, just the vibe of that festival, it's like all these music lovers just, like, coming together, just, like, seeing so many acts. The support amongst all the bands there is just crazy. It's just, like, good vibes all around.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you meet any other artists?
We met quite a few. I mean, we met our mates in the Fever. It was lovely seeing those guys again. We jumped on stage and once again chucked the old... And that was actually, we did that at... Where did we do that? At Download?
Oh, one of them.
We did it
a few times.
Well, they do this really cool intro and we got to be a part of it, which was really, really awesome. We saw our friends in... oh, God, I always forget the name. That's terrible of me. I always remember their names, so I never actually remember the name of the band.
Well, I know we met the guys from Trophy Eyes.
That's right, Trophy Eyes. That's the one.
Yeah. Then just like just a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's
meeting
great.
new people, really. And like it's exciting because everyone's there for one thing. Everyone's got one thing in common, and that's they're there to see great music and that they love music. Really, like it's so refreshing because you never get anything like that in Perth. You really, really don't. Like festivals don't really come our way. You know, we're bottom left corner, pretty far away from everything. So it's nice to see so many people there for just music.
So are you gonna stay in Australia?
We're pretty nomadic. We're going to go everywhere.
Yeah.
That's our plan, really. We want to spread our wings and visit everything, really.
It's like, you know, we want to make the most of every opportunity we get, which means we're going to stay on the road absolutely as long as it takes.
Definitely.
And, you know, this is where we love to be. We love to be travelling around, visiting all the new places and spreading our music with everyone.
Yeah.
So, you know, why stay at home and be out doing this?
We love the van.
Yeah.
We love the van. It's so much fun. Like, just 6 dudes crammed in this space. Tiny space, you know, but it's all fun. You know, you gotta have a sense of humour.
I don't ever want to upgrade from the van.
No, let's not. Why? Why would we, right? It's so comfortable. I mean, my legs fit perfectly. I mean, you can sleep great.
Yes. Like, you only wake up really with a really sore neck and a sore back. Sometimes
What else
sore
do you
feet.
want? What else do you want? I mean, come on.
We're not here to be picky.
I know, we're not here for comfort. Like, come on.
You guys know I'm gonna play that for you in about 2 years.
No sarcasm whatsoever.
As if we even said that.
So obviously on the road you also get to meet a lot of the fans.
Of course.
What do they mean to you?
The fans just mean like so much to us. Like without them, like we wouldn't be here. Without people listening and responding to our music, we would just be.
Yeah.
Our music would just exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like they give our music purpose. Like our music exists from the get-go, but it doesn't have like that purpose and that drive unless it can affect people. And you know the way that people have been responding to that our music is just so incredible. Like just seeing like how many people are reposting our music and saying like the best things that like to wake up to is always seeing all the messages and all the tweets and all the Instagram posts about not just about people loving our songs, but them sharing the story about how that song has affected them and what it's done for them. And seeing something that we've created just out of thin air actually be able to help someone through it, whether it be tough times personally, tough times with family, tough times, you know, with their job. It's like, it means so much to us that we can help inspire and just help them in general through our music.
I think a lot of people forget that you wouldn't be an artist, you wouldn't be a band, you wouldn't be a musician without those people. Like those are the people who make you who you are. And at the end of the day, we're exactly the same as them. We're human beings. There's nothing different between us and them because we just make music and they love music and we love music. And that's the perfect relationship that we have. And being able to express ourselves so much and see people react so strongly, like it's beyond words. It really is. Because it's not like we personally met these people, but the fact they can connect from the other side of the world, it's really something that you can't really describe in words. It's why we started music. It's why we keep going as hard as we do. They're our motivation, our inspiration, and they push us to be the best versions of ourselves, which is what's so important.
So nice.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
It's all true. It's all true.
I believe you. It's just really, really nice. So apart from obviously having a super comfy van, you know, all the room and everything,
Yes.
a while back you actually tweeted, by the way, I had a good time just browsing through your Twitter.
Oh, of course.
That's
Oh,
really
God.
amazing.
Oh, no.
18 to 22 can be a pretty crazy age. Some people are having kids, building houses, and I'm in a van untangling my headphones.
That's it. That was literally it. Wow, you've done your research. Yes, and
The life struggles.
that's a pretty it's a pretty relevant thing. Like, it happens all the time. There's so many other things in the van. Like, honestly, it's just there's stories come from the van. So there's going to be some interesting tales at some point from the van. I can guarantee it.
That's actually, I can see the van book or something.
The Faim van, a new Netflix series coming to you.
My life in a van. By the Faim.
But does that bother you, guys? I mean, honestly, like comparing, obviously you're doing something super amazing and you're living the dream on the one side, but of course on the other side, you are literally on the road and crammed into a van the whole time. Do you sometimes feel like it would be neat to be at home, maybe not having kids or whatever yet, but just having a more... I mean, that's what you were saying, what I'm thinking. I mean, we're going to school. Is that something that you guys ever miss?
I like, it does get tiring. Like, I'm not going to lie and be like, we love the dad every second of the day.
We eat every day and we drink water all the time.
It's like, it does get tiring, but then, once you do get home, I think, so after our last tour, which was 11 weeks long, by the last week, like, I was exhausted, and the rest of the boys too. Like, absolutely exhausted. It was a really tough tour. We played 55 shows in 11 weeks, which was absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
And, but then once I was home, I think I was home for maybe like 5 days before I was like, I miss touring so much. And then you just want to get straight back on the road. So, like, now that we've had that time, that we have that break, and we're back on the road, I just remember, so if I'm feeling tired, I just remember, I'm like, wait, it's literally give me like 3 days of that time I'm itching to get back. Yeah. So, like, once you know that, it's just like, you can't really complain about much, because look at all the amazing things that we get to do here.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, to be having to sit upright for a few hours in the van, just, it just isn't anything like near like comparing to the great things that we get to do.
Definitely. And I think like the 5 days of that is like 5 days of sleep.
Yeah.
And then you wake up and you're like, oh God, I just want to go play shows. Like, because you're so used to waking up and just bang, like you're into it, you're doing it. Like, there's no thinking, you're just tunnel vision, you're living the dream every single day. There's no real like, you don't think. You just love what you do. You're in the moment, and like whether you're in the van for 6 to 10 hours or whatever it is, it's just a part of it. It's a part of the journey. And I think that's what helps us develop character. It makes us into the people that we are, because we love what we do so much. Everything is so worth it.
Off the record, not literally, obviously, recording, but I just talked to one of Alice Merton. She was telling me, I'm so tired, I forgot to take breaks. So seriously, take those couple of days.
No, of course.
This is me just telling you that. Like, she really came up. She was like, Amy, can you carry me to stage? I'm so tired. And I felt so bad for her, because I know she's in it. She's playing all of these shows, but at the same time, it's so exhausting. So I'm glad that you get to have those couple of days. Obviously, your trip home is a little further.
Just a little bit. 28 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
What are you complaining about? We get a whole day to rest just on the plane.
Exactly. Oh, we love planes. We love planes.
Just as a van,
right? Oh, exactly. The leg room is insane.
No, but of course, you're obviously offline first class, so that's no problem.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's
private jets all the way, right?
We don't mess with this economy.
Economy?
What is that?
Joke. Absolute joke. No, but like it's all worth it at the end of the day. It's just that's the reality of it. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Really. Yeah. I think we just remember these times. If one day we do get to travel business class, we know we're gonna appreciate it. We're not gonna.
Yes.
We'll never be that band that will stop appreciating like any little upgrade, because I think we flew with literally a seat which was like 2 centimeters bigger than normal economy, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. And and then everyone else sitting next to us, this is like their standard thing, like all these busy people just sitting there. They're looking across at us like, these guys freaking out over this slightly bigger seat. Who are they? But we're like, oh my god, look, the leg rest goes up like a tiny bit more than it does in the other one. And then we're just making this huge fuss out of it. But
there you go, and that's how it works, right?
It's the little things. It's the little things.
So when I heard your music, for me, speaking of I told you what I used to listen to, it was completely clear to me what your influence was. But when I started reading up on you guys, I found names like Frank Sinatra or Metallica or Jason Derulo, and I was like, what the hell? So how does that all fit together?
It's like a little bit of everywhere. I think Josh's vocal is like very much inspired by Frank Sinatra. Like less of like what we try and literally translate into our songs, and more of like, you know, his technique, his performance, and just like, you know, you can draw inspiration from absolutely anything. It's like the way people present themselves as artists can be a huge inspiration. Like to me personally, like Jason Derulo's his acoustic sessions inspired me so much, just the way that, like, you know, the musicality of it all. Like there's great musicians, like lots of jazz musicians, and like splicing it up so much. Like that's what inspired me for like acoustic performances and things like that. So it's like we're inspired by so many people. Like each artist will bring so many different things to the table. It's like, you know, like Metallica, like, you know, listening to that, remembering like my year 11 Singapore trip. Like when I first started listening to them, I was like, Master of Puppets is just like the greatest work of art ever. And so you sort of think about this music every day, and then it's sort of like what inside you, like when you're writing music, and then you're thinking of all these great times, and like that's the inspiration there.
Yeah, definitely. Why wouldn't you want to have diversity? Why wouldn't you want to utilise things that make you feel the way that you do? Because they wouldn't make you feel that way if it wasn't like what it was.
Obviously, it was just a major surprise to me that it was just fun reading. Like you just never know what drives people and what inspires people.
There's a lot going on in these little heads of ours.
Exactly. There's a lot running around, that's for sure.
I was also thinking of, is it Brandon Urie from Panic at the Disco, when I heard you sing in between. I don't know if that's okay for me to say, but that was something good. I just love his voice and the way he sings and everything, and I thought of that when I saw...
Hey, I'll take it as a compliment. That man is amazing. He is incredible.
So speaking of inspiration and how you come up with stuff, I'd love to ask you 2 questions to 2 different songs.
Sure.
Basically, how you came up with the songs and what the story is behind the songs in particular. And the first one would obviously be the song of the first.
Sure. Yeah, you take it as well, mate.
That song was by far like one of my favourite writing experiences. We wrote with Ashton Irwin from the Five Seasons of Summer, and in that one, every single person knew in the room knew where we wanted to take that song, and the whole idea based around it was, so we're in Los Angeles during the summertime over there, and it's like we're in this amazing studio. We've got this great opportunity to write songs every single day, and we sort of thought about it. We're like, this, if we don't write like the best songs we possibly can, this could be our last chance to be here writing these songs. But on the other side, it's like, if we write a great song, if we write a song which will connect to people and that really means something to us, that song could be like the beginning of a new unknown future. So it's like the whole aspect of that summer being a curse. It's like that summer, no matter if it's bad or good, it's going to stay with you forever. The decisions that you make in that moment will live with you forever. And so it's like when you're in that moment, you're thinking of the sacrifices you made. It's like you're thinking everything that you've, like, you know, given up to get you to that point. And that's what that song's about.
Definitely.
Just a little bit of pressure.
Just a little bit.
Right on the pressure. We love pressure. Yeah, that song came together within like an hour and a half. Really, like an hour and a half. And that was so exciting. Everyone on the same page, so important.
Do you want to come in?
Hi, Dad. Hi, sir.
Distracting us, Rob.
Get out! You're the coffee guy.
You're the coffee guy. Own your place, man.
How about A Million Stars?
Million Stars, like that song, you know, one thing we wanted to focus on for us was, we wanted a storyline, we wanted a narrative that meant something to us, you know, it's that typical, like, the boyfriend and the girlfriend in the perfect place, having that perfect moment, but we wanted the essence of the song to really just focus on enjoying the little things that are around you, because in a world full of distraction and full of so many things coming at you at once, it's important to realise that the things that make you happy and the things that genuinely make you feel something within your soul are all these little things that make up a perfect experience, you know, the stars in the sky, or the way this person's looking at you, or it's those tiny little details, and A Million Stars was that for us, you know, and when we were writing it together, we just really thought, you know, we don't want this to just be a typical story, we don't want this to just be that typical boy-girl relationship sort of scenario, we want this to really have meaning, and that's what we really gone from it, like this real passion to just focus on the little things that are really important, because at the end of the day, that makes up who you are. Not like an experience will never define you, but your reaction to it will always define you.
Speaking of the little things that are really, really important, hardcore question.
We're ready.
Favorite emoji? I'm starting with you.
Oh, favorite emoji? Panda. I'm a panda. I am. I'm a living, breathing panda.
That's it. I like the mind-blowing emoji. All his heads like.
In what situations do you use it?
I use it when I'm Snapchatting like awesome food. Like it's like my breakfast. I had pancakes the other day, which had maple syrup and fruit salad on top. First time I had fruit salad with pancakes, but my mind was like.
We're having that one you find first class, please.
Oh, of course, of course.
Fruit salad on a pancake really sounds like it was good.
It was really good. It was good. It was like I just wanted more. You know what I mean? The serving size was a little lackluster, but the taste of it.
You expect it to be stacked. When you think of ordering pancakes, you expect like a big sandwich worth of pancakes.
It's good. The mind blow emoji. It captures a lot of things.
It does. It's an emotional thing.
It is. What's your favorite emoji?
I like the one, just the simple smiley that's twisted around.
Oh, the upside down.
Oh, the upside down. I've never
nice.
really known what that means. It's like because I use it sometimes when I'm like, yeah.
It's just like
I always thought it was like a juxtaposition sort of thing. It's like, I'm happy, but I'm also like...
That's one of the...
I wasn't thinking that deep. That's like too much.
Yeah, I look at everything with a magnifying glass. So, yeah.
All the time?
All the time. I'll see a tree and see the cycle of life and death. I'll see a building and see the modern manufacture and how that's affected our society. You know, I look at everything with a magnifying glass.
The fun game to play is looking how many times Josh changes his captions on Instagram. It's a great game for the whole family.
It's so weird. Like I'll post something and then like with 8 seconds I'm just like, oh, okay, no, I'm gonna change something. Something's bothering me. I gotta change it. It's the same with like when we come running. It's like, it's bothering me. Something's bothering me. And then like there's like a page dedicated to it, and within 8 seconds they'll do it. Like our fans should work for the government. They are just so good at like finding out your like thing. They'll just know. They just somehow do it. I don't know, but hey, shout out to them. They're doing a great job.
I don't even know what to say. I just take a lot of time before I post this stuff.
They love it, Barrett. They literally turn me into a living meme. I'm a living, breathing meme. But hey, I'll take it. If they're happy, I'm happy.
Speaking of social media, is Marion there yet? Lily's the Marion schon da?
Get out of here.
Okay, well, if she's not there yet, little questions in between. Oh, perfect song for an epic party.
Go first, Stephen.
Oh, I want to dance with somebody.
Oh,
Whitney Houston.
good choice. Good choice. Backstreet Boys. I think it's the Backstreet's Back. Yeah.
Okay.
Boogie to that.
I got to speak to Brian a couple of months ago, and I'm still not quite over
You
it.
serious?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, so jealous. They're so good.
Jealous.
I love them. I want to meet them so bad.
They're going on tour, but that's sorry, I shouldn't have quite mentioned that.
I mean, I would dance my life away to Backstreet Boys. Like, there's just no question. Even Whitney Houston.
He has.
Good choice.
I think we need to find some footage of you doing that. I'm sure there's something.
You do know you gave me a great idea now for a boomerang. Just a second.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll anytime you want me to bust a move, I'm
Let me
there.
remember that. Muss mir gleich der Marion sagen. Dance moves to Whitney Houston Backstreet Boys.
Josh is gonna booty pop like tomorrow.
I'm a booty popper. It's fun.
Anything else you guys want to tell us?
Just, I guess, thank you for having us, really, and thank you to the amazing country for really accepting us and bringing us in. Like, we feel like home, you know, and we're so glad that our music is connecting with you all, and it's just really exciting for us. You know, we played 3 shows here a long time ago. We've never actually spent extensive time here, and like, we've all fallen in love with the country. You know, the architecture, the culture, and the people. So, your country has a piece of the Faim's heart. It really does.
The food.
The food as well. Yes, the food. Always. It's absolute given.
You guys got to come see us. We are playing in Germany from the 5th of October.
There we are, buddy.
Yeah, so we're in Munich on the 7th.
7th.
Yeah. 7th of October. I did not. I had that memorized. I was not looking
Since
at
when
someone
do I
that's
remember
telling me
dates?
right now.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're here on the 7th of October. Yeah, just come hear us rant, basically.
Yeah.
Josh
Come
is
hang
going
out.
to make lots of noise.
Come
into
say
a
hi. Yeah, why not? Be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yay! Woo! Thanks for having us.
Yay!
Absolute pleasure.
So, Marion has got sight.
Let It Be.
Hey Jude, yeah.
Hey Jude was in there. There's another one. It was yesterday. Yeah, good on us telling you ourselves.
Yeah, I know. Why not?
But then we also then just started doing some piano vocal covers together, and we performed them at like a bunch of school events and stuff.
And then then the band formed from there. We started writing and recording songs from the very humble beginnings of our Pokemon blanket recording booth, which is always a fun time.
Yeah,
I think fun. We should bring that blanket on tour.
We should.
It'd be a nice memory. So like when Josh is on stage, like we can start off with like a hooded figure, and like no one will know who it is. Just a walking Pokemon blanket. Like, boom, there it is. It will symbolize the beginning to where we are now.
Or I could just cuddle with you at night. Make me sleep better.
I thought like cuddling with me at night.
That's true. That works too.
Yeah. But then the journey has been really just bonded and grown from there.
Yeah. Started the band down high school.
I suppose the foundation with cover songs and just working hard to get.
Everyone thinks the story's fake most of the time. We swear it's all true. It's all true.
I love it. So isn't it hard sometimes to spend every minute together, or would you say even brings you closer together as friends?
You have to spend every minute together, because you have to know the ins and outs of every single person in the band to really, express your story and express yourself, especially when it comes to writing music as well. And there's always ups and downs. That's just the reality of being around each other, like every minute of every day. But we love it. We have a great sense of humour, and that always brings us together and keeps us together all the time. And we love what we do. We all have lots of things in common, but the one thing that will always keep us together is our passion for music. And that's just the reality.
That sounds good. And why did you choose the Faim as a band name?
Well, we chose the Faim because it means the hunger in French, and to us that's something that's never going to change. Whether we're 80 years old or to now, our passion for music, our drive to really spread the message of the Faim, which is essentially just expressing yourself and being the person that you want to be. Because at the end of the day, that's the most unique thing about anybody. And we want to show people that there's nothing to be afraid of. You don't have to be scared of chasing your dreams or be afraid of the consequences, because at the end of the day, that's what defines you as a human being. Like, anyone can put themselves in a box, but it's the people who take the step to really pursue what they love that really stand out amongst anyone. We want to show every single person in the world that can do that. We're no different to anyone else. We're human beings. So it's just, we're living proof. You can just do whatever you want to do at any time.
So it's like the hunger for music.
Yeah, the hunger for music, the hunger to really just try and just push yourself as much as possible.
For a short time abroad, I would have to say
La
pronunciation.
No.
Okay, cool. So your current hit single, Summer is a Curse, is part of our daily rotation, as I already told you.
Oh, amazing.
So
Thank you.
now we would like to know what's the story behind this song.
Yeah, that actually, that's one of my favourite stories to tell. And
He's better at telling it.
So we actually started writing that song in Los Angeles in the summertime, hence the summer concept. And when we're there, we're going through in our heads, we're just literally, we're reflecting on the situation that we're in. And so we're thinking we're in this amazing studio, we're writing songs, amazing artists that we've looked up to our entire lives. We're like, this is absolutely awesome. And then, it sort of dawns on us that everything that we've worked for up until this point comes down to this very moment. It's like, if we don't do our best, we don't write the best songs we possibly can, it could be the last time that we're here doing this. And it could be potentially be the end. But then on the other, this is the other side of this. If we do pull ourselves together, write the best songs, we write songs that are going to connect with people and that means something to people all around the world, this song can be the start of a new beginning. And that was the whole concept behind Summer is the Curse. That summer that we're in right there is going to stay with us forever. And so that's when we started thinking about that song is about that present moment and reflecting on everything that all the sacrifices we made, everything that we've given up to get to that point, and it's just following your dreams no matter what the consequence.
So how did you feel when you recognized that this song is going to conquer the international charts?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're so excited to see something we created out of thin air affect people all around the world. People we've never met, people that we hope to meet at some point when we play shows and all the rest of it. But we're just happy to be playing music. Whether the success comes with it or not. And don't get me wrong, it's great when it does, and it's so special that we're here in Germany sharing this story with you, because without that song that wouldn't be possible. But we're just happy to be playing music we love to people that we love.
That's what makes it authentic.
Exactly.
So reading your band biography, I saw that you feel inspired by bands like Metallica, Panic at the Disco. But
yes.
Hearing the song "Summer is a Curse,"
it's kind of catchy and has some influences of pop music too.
Of course.
So how would you yourself describe your sound?
I guess our sound is really a bit of everything. Really, and that's the way we are as people. You know, we take influences from everything. You know, Stevie loves Coldplay, he loves his classical music as well, as do I. And like we're all metal boys at heart as well, and we love rap, and we love, you know, classical things like Frank Sinatra and stuff like that as well. So utilising every little influence that we all love so much is what we use to identify our sound. Because at the end of the day, there is no real identity. You know, it's so diversity. All we put forward is ourselves, and that's the reality that we want for our music. You know, like to be fluid and be like. Because you look at music today, it's an amalgamation of genres. You know, there's no real box anymore. It's so exciting just to be able to say, look, we can come into the studio and write whatever we want at any time, or whatever we're feeling, or whatever experience we want to share, and that's what's so exciting, really.
So definitely try to stay open-minded in terms of genres.
Always. Oh yeah, always.
And you also got to work with a member of a band, Fall Out Boy, like Wentz, you look up to like forever, isn't it right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What did it feel like working together with someone that has always been an inspiration for you?
Yeah, it's very surreal, like at first, because, you know, we're in a recording, we basically just like no idea about what's going to happen. And then, you know, when Pete Wentz walks in the door, you're like, whoa, hello there, because we got this, you know, when we were recording like back at home and doing our demos and just doing everything that which got us there in the first place. We had this little poster of Fall Out Boy like behind us like the entire time from the first day to forever. That poster had been sitting there, like Pete Wentz had just been staring at us, and I don't know why that poster isn't on the wall. It should be like up there, framed by now. But like, they sort of just puts it into perspective, like where we came from, and like just like how much we actually looked up to these people. And so then to be there and share the studio with, you know, someone of that caliber that we have looked up to is amazing. And then, you know, of course, like we're sort of like fangirling a little bit at the start, but then you just like sit down and then get to know them, and they're just like, you know, they're just another person. They're just another person who like loves music and has made it their entire life. And the fact that we didn't just like write a song, but he was able to share with us like all the ins and outs and like all of his experience like from the music industry. And you know, he taught us that there is no room for mediocrity in music. Like if you're not going to stand out, if you're not going to do something that either people don't expect or just haven't been done before, then it's going to be almost impossible for you to be heard and to be remembered. So that was like something really, really huge that we took away from that. And because that's been the underlying thought behind everything that we do, and like that definitely, you know, comes back to what we were just talking about before with like, you know, amalgamating genres and stuff like that, because, you know, so many people do tend, it's like become the norm, the expectation that a band does just stick to one genre. But it's like, you know, we want to stand out, we want to do something that's different. It's like, why do that when we can showcase what we can do, like as musicians. We can bring together all of our different influences and experiences, and let's showcase that to everyone, because we know that we can and love to write different styles of music. So let's do it.
Yeah, I think that keeps your fans like interested and curious about new albums and songs, because they can always be something different.
Yeah, exactly. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah. This year contains lots of touring for you.
Definitely.
And what do you miss most? Why being on tour? At home, maybe.
We all miss our families, of course, and our friends and all that back home. But like, there's one thing that we always miss, and that's eating regularly. That's a pretty big thing on our list as well. And sleep.
Oh, sleep. I do miss a good old sleep.
Yeah, like I don't sleep much to begin with, but when you're in this van for about 10 hours, 20 hours a day, you know, I'm a pretty long guy, so like, and this van's pretty cramped, so I can't fold up. You know, I'm not a pretzel. I literally get zero sleep at all. So, but you know, like the real thing is we miss our friends and our family. But they support us to no end. You know, they're the reason why we're here doing this, really. And obviously our fans back home as well. You know, the foundation of where we came from is the reason why we're here sharing this story with you right now.
Yeah. I just feel sorry with the people that have to sleep next to me in the bed. I'm such an active sleeper. Like I burn calories like non-stop when I sleep. Because like, you know, I think I had a pretty active night last night. The sheets ended up like 5 meters from the bed. You know, because it wasn't the biggest room, it was basically like on the other side, and I'm running marathons in my sleep, and these poor guys that need to share that, like they wake up, it's sort of like the paper, scissors, rock before, like, you know, the loser has to share the bed. Because, you know, it's not the funnest experience. You wake up just getting prodded. Like literally happens. I sort of wake up in my sleep and I'm going like this.
It's a bit of a blanket thief.
Yeah, I don't deny that I'm the blanket thief. I will. We sort of have to like bring another blanket on tour just because I will take it. I'll try and give it back if I wake up, but there's nothing you can do. Well, at least that's what I say and pretend.
It's true.
Okay. So I'm not that tall, but I'm not able to sleep in the day.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
So you're also going to play a show together with the Current?
Yes, we're playing multiple shows. It's very exciting. Cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, that's what I just want to ask. What can your fans expect how it's going to be?
Expect 4 dudes who love music. Expect terrible accents on top of that. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, we're people, you know, we're going to come after the show, we're going to meet every single person that's there, you know, we'll be at the merch desk every single show, so come say hey. And, you know, like, we want to put forward that we're just people, you know, we just love music, we give it everything, every single show. Like, what you're going to see is the rawness of ourselves. You're going to see, you know, secrets being put out, you're going to see emotions, you're going to see real people. I think that's the underlying factor of what really sees.
Like, we give it everything on stage. It's just like, because that's what we want to be. Like, it's like, we wake up in the morning, just like, you know, that's what's the beauty about, like, the show on tour. Like, we sort of have that couple of hours driving to the venue where we're just, like, so excited to get there and just play. And I think it reflects, you know, in what we do live, because there's nothing like it. And people see that, like, I know, I can just never hide the expression on my face. Like, I love doing it. And it's the same as Joshy here, like, you know, no Mad Dog sweats like Josh does when he's on stage, because this guy is just, like, working non-stop, like, giving absolutely everything. That splash zone in the front is a dangerous place to be.
Yeah, bring raincoats.
Yeah, but it's great. It's just where we want to be.
Yeah.
There's nothing else we'd rather be doing, and that's what you'll come there to see.
Yeah, it's our perfect place.
100% the fame.
Yeah, that's
100%.
it.
Always.
So now I've got some ideas for you.
Yes, we
Love
love
it.
ideas.
If you have any questions, just one. So
Sure.
95.5 Charlie Bando.
No, Shelly Buddy. Perfect.
The last sentence, you just have to think about where you love to hear radio.
Sure. Oh, yeah, get that, Jack.
I'm gonna wear it. You feel like I'm studying. Can I pull it off like Josh? No, I can't. You know what? I'm gonna try anyway. Never try, we never know. Get that in your tum tum.
Do you want to start off the first one?
Sure. Hey Munich, it's the Faim.
And you're listening to 95.5 Charlie Vardy Munich's hit radio. 100% Munich, 100% music of today.
I thought that was good. I don't know how I can top that. Oh, you go first?
No, you go first this time. Oh, wait, no, sorry, my bad. Yeah, you went first. Wait, what am I doing?
Jeez,
Silly man.
hands everywhere.
Get up, music. This is the Faim. Oh, get up, Munich. Music. Get up, music.
Get up, music,
What are you
mate.
doing? Get up, Munich. This is the Faim.
On 95.5. Oh, well, I forgot it.
Charlie Vardy.
Charivari.
Charlie Vardy.
Charivari. Okay, I got this.
Get up, Munich. This is the Faim.
On 95.5 Charivari Munich's hit radio. And right now, you're listening to The Herald Show.
Yes.
Hey guys, we're The Faim.
On 95.5 Charlie Vardy Munich's hit radio. And this is our single, Summer is a Curse.
Expertly done.
Hello, it's the Faim on 95.5 Charlie Vardy.
Munich's hit radio, and this could be your new favourite song, Summer is a Curse.
Sarvis, this is the Faim on 95.5 Charlie Vardy. Oh no, you go first this time, right?
Yeah, sorry.
My bad, sorry, buddy.
Servus.
Service.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Service.
Zavus! Oh, I didn't do more than just shout the word.
Yeah, go for that.
Now I'm thinking of Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's not Zavus, it's
Service. You got this.
Zavus! This is The Faim on 95.5 Charivari.
Munich's hit radio, and you're listening to Munich at Work. Hey guys, we're the Faim. Come on, Stephen, pull it together, mate. Wait, what? Okay, so it's
So
going
you
to
just have
be
to
in.
think about it.
So in the van on long drives, I reckon you should
For
say that.
example.
Alright, gotcha.
You got that?
Let's do it.
You go. Hey guys, we're the Faim.
And we love music and we love hearing radio in the van on long drives.
Perfectly. Yes.
And we love long walks down the beach.
Yes, it's our new dating
And
show.
quiet comfort.
Yes.
With a nice doggo and a cup of tea. No, I don't want to do it anymore. Oh no. Oh gosh.
Oh, it's a face cam right there.
Oh wow, that's disgusting. You can see it right here is all the pastry that they poured. Bye guys.
Let's go and do the elevator interview.
Yeah.
Which is about